and welcome to Senior Moments with Vickie Peterson. Today is a very special day, so you're going to enjoy the show. It's a little different, but I wanted to bring someone into its own. So we're going to take a short break, and I'll be right back with our surprise for the day. All right, welcome back. And as I said, I have a great surprise for you today. And I know you're going to enjoy the show. But let me introduce my guest. We have Indy's own saxophonist, Brian Thompson, with us today. How about that? Hi, Brian. How are you?
I'm good, Vickie. How are you?
I am fine. It is so great to have you here.
I'm glad to be back.
I like bringing him every year, but with, the pandemic, we had to freeze. So, Brian has been doing a lot since we last seen him. He is now with the other Indy native as well as doing his own thing. He has partnered up with Babyface and touring all over the place. So how has that been?
That's been a lot of fun. We travel so much and we get to perform in these amazing venues and all of these places and places that I dreamed about performing in, and now I get a chance to. We got a chance to perform for the Obamas this year. We got a chance to perform for Beyonce at the Sean Carter Foundation. So there's just been a lot of cool experiences that I've gotten to have working with him and traveling and just being under that type of leadership. So right from Indianapolis, Indiana,
Both of you.
There's so much commonality that we share being just from here. I think Indy's great for, incubating greatness. A lot of talented people from Indiana. So I'm glad to work my way up to be one of those.
Oh, you are. I have no doubt. Do you remember when we first met?
I was probably a kid.
Yes.
I had to be like 10 or 11.
You were probably, maybe about a little older, but when I actually heard you play, I'm an usher at Eastern Star, of course, and you were there as a guest.
Yeah,
and I was in the hallway, and all of a sudden you come up and this sax is playing, and I turn around, and you playing this sax, and I thought, whoa! And that's when we first made a good connection.
Okay, I was probably like 14 or 15 at that time.
Yes.
Eastern Star a lot.
You came and played there, and we just built this, I call you my young generation friend.
Yes.
And it's been an honor to have you. You come, and no matter what you come, and you just stay so humble. And I think that is really wonderful. So what inspired you to keep coming back home?
Well, they say don't forget where you come from, where you came from, and there's so much love here, there's so much support here that reminds me to keep going and reminds me of who I am and things of that nature. When you travel the world and social media, you get a lot of love all over the world, but there's something about the place that you started in, and that connects to everything else that I do in my life. Like, wow, this is where I started, and I'm here now. This is where I began. So it's a great feeling to always come back when I can, because there's that support system and that love. It's unlike no other. Wow. I could go to many other cities and get love there, but the people here have stories that mean a little bit more. They say, oh, I remember when you played for us when you were 9 years old or 10 years old, 11 years old. You don't get those stories when you travel other places.
Oh, wow.
So you get that here, and I think it's a testament to the history. If I were to do a biopic, it would have to start here.
I know that's right.
What happened? What all happened here? So.
Well, real quick, what inspired you to first pick up the saxophone? Because you're amazing. You are amazing.
Thank you. I mean, like most kids, when I you're like 9, 10 years old, you want to be everything. You want to be a firefighter, a police officer, whatever, And, music was one of those things. So, of course, it was easily discarded. It was just thrown in the bucket of like, oh, this is just one of many things that he's probably interested in. And then I ended up making a saxophone out of foil.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, it doesn't sound like this, of course, but it worked. It made sounds, and I think that's when they knew, all right, we probably need to get them a real one.
He's serious.
And ever since they did, it's been my longest relationship.
Oh, that is wonderful. And look, it's paid off though.
Oh yeah.
All relationships don't pay off.
Yeah, this was definitely my most rewarding, and I love it.
Oh, that is really awesome. Have you named your saxophone yet?
I named it for a little bit, and then I stopped, and then I didn't give it a name anymore, and then I unnamed it.
Yeah, because B.B. King would call his guitar Lucille.
Lucille?
Yes, you too young to remember BB King. But
with the crazy hair.
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe I'll give it a name. I'll give it a name soon. I'll tell you what. When I win my first Grammy,
Oh my God.
I'll give it a name. I'll give it a name.
And it's coming.
I'll name it at the award show. Remember this video. Whenever that occurs, if that be God's will, I'll name it at that moment.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
And I'll say, I remember I was sitting there with Vickie Peterson, and I said I was going to name my saxophone when this happened.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, y'all remember that.
Okay. I'll name it at that moment.
Well, we're not going to take up much of his time. We want you to also enjoy his show. He is here performing for our Senior Citizens Connect fundraiser, where we give away 10 $1,000 scholarships to high school seniors who are going to a trade school or college, and they were raised by their grandparents. So Brian always come back and help us raise funds for that, and we appreciate you so much for that.
No, you're more than welcome, and it's always great to get back to the community. I think we need more of that.
Yes. So you have anything you want to share before we close this into the show?
Well, it's got to be back in Indiana. I'm working on new music, working on a lot of new different things, and yeah, if you catch me out on the road with Babyface, yeah, catch us. We're all over the place. Literally, come to a city near you.
And so how do they get your music if they're looking now and they're not here tonight? Because we are going to have his music here tonight if you want to run by.
I'm sorry. Everything online is, you can find my music online by www.bthompsononline, bthompsononline.com. It has all my music, everything, tour dates, everything. All things B. Thompson are on there. And it's a great way for me to keep in touch with my audience and hear from you hear from me, and keep in touch. This is a journey that we're all on together.
All right. And I tell you, he has an amazing manager. So if you would like for him to come, if he's available, you can give me a call at 317-503-0992, and I will hook you up with his amazing manager. Thank you so much, and get ready for an awesome show.